Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. This is the question I'm going to be discussing in this video because in the job interview, most of the time, this question looks easy. It sounds easy, but it's not an easy question because it gives you a great number of answers. You might say, I live in Mozambique, or I am from Mozambique. I am 20 years old. But this question does not require none of this answer. So I hope you watch this video till the end so that you understand how to answer this question. Tell me about yourself. Let's go for it. The method I'm going to bring for you, it's a method I found it useful because most of the people have come to me asking, what should I say if people ask me this kind of question? Tell me about yourself. So what is the suitable answer to this question? And I think there is no perfect answer, but there's a method I had to invent that can help each and everyone to do well in the interview. This method is called HamK. 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 What does this word stand for? HamK, we have an H, which stands for how. We have A, which stands for achieve. And we have M, which stands for motivation. And at the end, we have K, which stands for kill, or I prefer to say KO. Yeah, that's in KO. Yeah, so now let's go step by step defining what each step requires when you go for a job interview, a HamK method. What does this mean? So I'm going to start by saying in how. So in how, you need to know when the interviewer asks you a question like, tell me about yourself. I have given you an how, which is you need to know how did you get here step, I would say. Okay. What motivated you to be here? What motivated you to be here? What motivation you have to this specific job, to this specific role that you are applying for? Because we have many people. We have 20 people applying for the same position, but for us to see you as a different person, so what abilities, what motivation are you bringing to this position? And at the end, you need to find a KO, a conclusion that will tell them that this is the perfect match to this role, to this job, to this vacancy that we are opening to people. So I'm going to start by answering the question. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question, how did you get here? So how did you get here? So let's imagine I'm applying for a role of a teacher. I want to teach in a certain school, but I need to show them that I know something. I have to introduce myself in a certain way that it's going to show them that I have something which is specific for this role that I'm applying for, which is to teach. So I'm going to start by saying, for example, I've been working as a teacher for 2 years now. For example, if I've been volunteering, I need to specify to them I've been volunteering in teaching area 2 years now, or 4 years now, or something like that, that shows them. And the answer should be formal. For example, you need to start by saying, well, I've been volunteering in teaching area for 2, 3, 4 months now, and that's it. For example, I've shown that I know this area. So this, what I'm saying, it's because I need them to know. I'm answering the question, how did you get here? So I'm going to say, well, because this well prepares you to think in advance what to answer, what best fit. So you say, well, I've been volunteering in teaching sector for 1 year now or for 2 years now. So this is the way to answer how did you get here. So, and how to answer the question on achievement. So let's think about achievement. Let's focus on the achievements. For example, when I say achievements, I'm not talking about the trophies you have had, awards that you have had before. I'm talking about what you acquired during the process before coming here. For example, you can give answers like, I learned how to lead a group of people. I have learned how to manage a group of 10 or 20 people. If I've been working on multiple tasks in students and something like dealing with diversity, working with children of different backgrounds, so that it's an achievement that you've made before coming to that specific area. Because you should not say, because if you did not win anything before, it does not mean that you don't deserve, you don't fit to that area. But you need to show them, because the question is for them to have an insight of who you are. Because you should not simply go and say, I know this and that, without specifying. You should specify. But if you have won an award, it's something interesting. In the question, tell us about yourself. But these are the tips I've given many people, and they were taken to the jobs. They won the vacancy, and they're working right now. That's why I'm giving you and I'm advising you that this is the best method. I think it can work to most of the people who are willing to apply for a job that requires you to speak English somehow, or it requires you to have some abilities. So this is the way you can use. So now we are going to talk about motivation. Yes, now we are going in the stage of motivation. So what are you going to say in answering the question, what motivates you to be here? What motivated you before you came here to apply to this certain role? So I think it's in this stage where you show what do you want to gain by having this opportunity. So let me show you how to answer this question, and it's very simple, very the answer in the motivation of what motivated you to be here. You need to say, I'm always looking to improve both professionally and personally by surrounding people who are successful and making sure I'm meeting the target which has been set by the manager, which has been set by the director. If we're talking about, for example, I'm talking about a sector which is in the teaching area. So you need to show them all this before you start sharing other stuff. You need to show that you are looking to improve yourself both professionally and personally, so that they see that you are motivated. Apart from gaining money, you need money, more money. You need to make money. You need to show that you need to learn, you need to grow. That's what is the thing that is motivating you. You need to show that you want to grow, you want to improve yourself in different areas by surrounding yourself with successful people. And also you want to make sure that you are meeting the target that has been set by the company. So this is going to show them that you are motivated to develop, to make a change. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the last point, which is the KO section, the conclusion section. So in this section is a section where you have to sell yourself, because it's a section that will give a final version of why we should choose you, why you are the best fit, why are you the right fit, I better say, to this position. And as you are concluding, you need to show, if the job requires an English ability, you need to show a term that brings, shows, or links to the conclusion, which could be therefore. Working to this school, which has a great reputation, would definitely be the best opportunity for me to grow my skills and use them and continue to grow. You see? So in this section, you need to show why this company, That's why I'm saying you need to start by showing, therefore, working to this school. Why I'm saying school? Because I said I'm using an example of a role to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. I'm applying to be a teacher. So you need to show them that, therefore, working to this school would definitely be the best opportunity for me to improve my skills and use them and continue to grow. This is the final kill. This is the final KO, final version of you, because you are selling yourself. So I hope you have heard some of the, for 5 years now. This is in how. In achievements, we talked about I've achieved confidence, more confidence, ability to work with people coming from different backgrounds in the achievement. If you want an award, you have to mention that in the section of achievements. You need to say the highlight I had was when I won the best teacher of the year in the school X and X, something like that. Because it's where you need to show them that apart from achieving this more confidence, working with children from different background, working with the people from different background in the schools, or whether volunteer or teacher, you won an award and you need to mention that in the achievements. After that, you need to talk about motivation, what motivated you before and what motivated you to be here. So you need to show that you want to continue to grow, you want to continue to contribute to the growth of the company, of the school, of the place you're applying for. And at the end, you need to give your final version by saying that if you give me this opportunity, then I will be happy, because such a great company that has a great reputation, and by working here, I'm going to grow, I'm going to use my skills, and I'm going to be showing also the skills I have. So all of these things will lead you to do well in the interview, because you need to know that in the interview there are so many people that go, they want to do well in the interview, they want the vacancy, and most of the time you're scared because you are being given question by someone who is so serious, someone who is just taking notes, and it looks difficult for anybody. And even if you have uh, if you've had 10 interview, you still be afraid when you go for interview, especially when you go for a job interview, because you want money. For example, you don't have money and you want that, so it gives you a sense of difficult. You have start thinking a lot of things. So here was a version of what I've been teaching people on how to deal with the question of tell us about yourself. Tell us about yourself. Here it's not for you to say, I live in Buzi in Mozambique, I live in Maputo in USA, I have been working. No, no, no. You need to have a how step. Well, given you need to show achievements, you need to show motivation, and you need to bring a version that shows them that you are the right fit to that specific role you're applying for. I hope this video have helped you, and if it was nice, then give me a thumbs up. I promise to bring more videos. Because so let me be clear in one point: you should not memorize the answers you're going to give, because it will be bad, because you're going to be speaking like a robot, and the interviewer will get you like, this man is talking like he memorized the answers, and that's not something good. I don't advise you to do that. Yeah, you need to avoid. You need to use your potential. You need to be free. It's not forbidden for you to pause and think for 2-3 seconds for you to continue, because what you want to give, it's the right answer, not to show that I memorized well the sentences. Before the interview, you need to train. So I was here simply giving you the tips. You need to apply different answers, but do not forget the answers that follow the step: how, achievements, motivation, and the KO. Yeah, you need to know, if I start by answering this, what my goal and what will be the next step. So do not forget that. One of the idea I could give you is also to put your to show your personality. You need to be you. You need to show difference. You need to show that it's not something I memorized or I took from Chicuio or I saw it from the videos. No, you need to be you. So thank you for those who are learning English. Hopefully you got something from the video, and keep on.